Hey everybody, I am getting ready to go to Mecum Auto Auction in Kissimmee, Florida. And this is the 2022 kickoff for Mecum. It's the, as far as I know, the largest collector car auction in the world. And it occurs in Florida and Kissimmee every January. This video is really about a review of the auction. What's it like to be there? Is it worth going at all? Is it fun? What's great? What's not so great? And just a general summary to try to give you a feeling of what it's like to be there. Hopefully I'm successful at doing that. I'm getting ready to fly down to Florida shortly. It's really cold up here in Tennessee, so it's going to be nice to be in the Florida sun. So we'll pick up the next segment of this video at the auction. And that's my plan anyway, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, we're at Mecum Kissimmee 2022. I'm going to show you guys around a little bit. If you haven't been to an auction like this, you should come. Even if you don't buy anything like me, it's pretty cool to see the amount of cars, the amount of stuff going on, the excitement, the vendors, all kinds of stuff. What? History. Yeah, history. History, damn it. Okay, so we're going to take a walk around. We're going to look at this Tornado. The reason I chose this was, besides these being amazing cars, is that it's got some kind of weird rooftop antenna. If any of you know what that is, write in the comments, please. I have no clue what that is. It says made in Japan on it. It must be some kind of aftermarket thing. It looks like TV. If you've never seen one of these old Tornados, they're one of the most comfortable cars around because there's no transmission tunnel. It's completely flat because they're front wheel drive. You can hear the auction in the background, and I know it's quite noisy here. We're just going to take a quick lap around, show you a little bit of the inside and that type of stuff. So if you're into history or art or anything like that, you really should come. You're going to see a lot of history there. You're going to see a lot of art here. You know, the colors, the designs. I mean, look at the tail of that Cadillac. Bentley, this Blazer, these Blazers are going for crazy money. Crazy money. This one here is a 74. Look at the estimated price on this thing. Can you imagine? In high school, I bought one of these for $500. It was the 305, I think. It was a 78. 4-speed stick with the heavy-duty transmission and transfer case. $550. It was rusted to death, but still. There's a couple of oddities right here. I think this is a nice setup. And an amphibicar. Yeah, a nice setup. The door opens from the front, that's how you get in. Radical. And there's just everything here. This is one of the most fun parts of it. This is the staging area. So this is where the vehicles are waiting to go into the actual auction. And there's multiple tents. These tents are huge. There's multiple tents here where the cars are running and moving and all that stuff. Take a look at that blue truck, then I'll cut it. It's a very, very exciting time. It's electric. Of course, the amount of money that's changing hands is insane. Millions of dollars changes hands here every day. '87 K10. These are super valuable now. Any kind of lifted truck now from the 70s and 80s is worthwhile. You don't know much about these. They're amazing. AMC Rebel that AMC souped up by putting a 390 in it. A lot of them were 4-speeds. This one is an automatic, but there was one that was up for auction earlier that was a 4-speed. I mean, these things are just awesome. And because it's a lightweight Rambler body, it was pretty fast. 3966.50, brand new. It's one of my favorite cars of the whole show. Yes, it's an oddity, but it's amazing. It's a Cyclone GT. And the cool thing about this, besides the fact that it's got a 427 in it, is, well, the gravel blue is nice too, but check this out. It's a 4-speed. And this is just awesome. The Cyclone on the side. I love these fastback Fords. This reminds me of old-time NASCAR. This is an amazing car. Really neat. Not many people like these fastback Ford full-size cars, but I do. That's what I'm talking about. This staging area here. I mean, where else can you see this? SS Chevelle, 69 Camaro, 65 442. I think that's a 56 Vet, 69 Camaro. All lining up to be sold. Very cool. There's just an electricity about this place. And I know that the prices are ridiculous, but you don't have to come here just to buy. It's a good time. Listen to that sweet sound.
This next lot was a father and son project car that they did together. This is T158, a 1981 DeLorean DMC-12 with only 2,900 miles on the odometer. This is an early production first-year DeLorean DMC-12. This is number 247 of the first 500 brought into the United States. It has the original consumer information booklet, original maintenance schedule booklet, complete luggage rack, new in the box, never installed, original ski rack adapter, stored since new in a climate control environment. One of the cleanest and purest DeLoreans you're going to find. And it's offered today, Alex, at no reserve.
Give me the nicest one in existence. 100,000 anything you want to pay. 100,000 here, 100,000, 50,000, 60,000 here, 60,000, 55, 60,000, 55, 60,000 here, 60,000 anyone, $60,000, 55 here, 60,000 anything you want. This is good. Now back 55,000, 65, 70,000 anyone. This is 55,000 here, 70,000 anything you want. 70,000, 70,000, 70,000 all day. That's all. This 70 bids, 70 bids, 70 bids, 70 now back 70 bids. Upstairs 75,000, 72, 75. This 75 anyone, 75, 75, 75. You want to pay 75,000 now. This 75, 75, 75, 75 anyone. 75, 75, 72, 75, this is what we do, 5 now, 7 now, 77,000, 77,000, 77,000 up front, 77, we're all out on the back. Now 80,000, 80,000, 80,000, 80,000, 80, you want to be 80,000, another 80,000 now, 80,000, 2, 82,000, 82, 5, 85,000, 82, 85, 85, 85, you want 85,000, 81, 85, 85, you want to be 85,000, another 85,000, another 85,000, 81, 85,000, 85, 85, 81, 81, want to be 85,000, 85, 85, 85, 85,000, want to be 85, 85,000, 82, 85, 82, 85, you're out here playing 82, 85, 81, 82, 85, 85, 85, 85, like sticks, 82, 85, 85,000, 85, 81, 82, 85, 82, now 5, sold 82,000, sold 82,000, polka,
T159, 1965.
All right, it's Friday now of week 2, and Friday and Saturday are crazy here, and it's crazy. It's the only way I could describe it. Lots of people, lots of cars, lots going on. Again, this is the staging area. The auction floor is nearby. So all these cars are going to go up today. Some of them, you may notice, are covered with dust because they've been sitting outside for days. Under a tent, but still outside. Yeah, even though some of these cars are big dollars, they don't necessarily start. Keep that in mind if you have a bid. Yeah, I saw that yesterday too, that big dollar Shelby, the Shelby Mustang. Little parade right here. Okay, they got it started. Both are modified from very strange ways. I'm not sure what's up with that. No reserve? Yeah, okay. So that's a glimpse of what it's like here. Sights, sounds, and smells. So I'm here with Paul from PJ's?
PJ's Auto Literature.
PJ's Auto Literature. Look at this place. I buy stuff every year when I'm here. Yesterday I bought a bunch of stuff. When I buy a vehicle, I come here for the literature. Paul, why don't you tell us how you get started in this?
Well, I think my sparking the whole thing started when my grandma turned 80 and decided to get a new car. And there was a 70 Cadillac that was going to be traded in.
Nice.
Dad called and he said, Paul, they only want to give Grandma $300 for the 70 Cadillac. Do you want it? I said, sure. And I thought, this is really cool. I played with the tilt, the telescoping wheel.
Oh yeah.
Ended up getting a 63 Cadillac because I thought that's a little older, more nostalgic. And then I got a brochure for that Cadillac, and I got that brochure, and I thought that was really neat. So gradually over time I got more, and now I have enough I could share with others.
You sure do. You have the most unreal collection. For those of you in old trucks, he even has brochures about Sterlings. If anybody knows what a Sterling is.
I try to have a little bit of everything.
You do. You do.
Now, do you have a website? Can people on
Our website isn't really much, but we do put a lot of stuff on eBay.
eBay? Okay. Do you have a Facebook page?
We do.
Yeah? And
Yeah.
what would that be?
It's all under PJ's Auto Literature.
PJ's Auto Literature. Okay.
Awesome.
All right. Sounds great.
Well, thank you, Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is Paul's stuff. I mean, it's just rows and rows of it, all beautifully sorted. It's incredible. Now, I don't know Paul. This is not a plug for him, but it's an amazing collection of literature. And I buy stuff here all the time. I found an original brochure for my 80 F100 that I'm rescuing right now. It's pretty cool. Here's another one of my favorites. I seem to like the oddballs, this Merc. Look at that dashboard. And this one is a stick on the tree. I mean, look at that. Dual carburetor. Tilt-up hood. I think this is a 57. I mean, it's not the best looking design, but it's just awesome and rare. Love the high plate hubcaps, black wheels, just great. Challenger RT going by. Oh, another parade. So these are going up soon. Oh boy. $74.42. Nice paint on that. Four-speed big block Nova. Listen to that thing. This is the last staging area right before you go into the auction floor. So these guys will all be up within the next hour. Typical auction format. In this case, I'm pretty far away, but it's a red Chevy pickup. Really have to pay attention the way these auctions work if you're going to bid. They may have an asking price that's 5K above what the actual current bid is, so you can lose thousands just by accepting what's being offered by the auctioneer. The auction still goes on even when the car moves off stage. gets to the very end of the stage, it stops until the auction's done. This thing's up to 85.
Now 95. Now 95.
90,000.
Now 100. At 95. Now 100.
So they're asking 100 and it's 95K.
105, 105, 105. You're out upstairs as well. 105, 105, 105. Out of the back, I'm going to get on 105. Out of the back, I'm going to get on 105. Out of the back, I'm going to get on 105. Good 105. Out of the back, I'm going to get on 105,000 is all. 105,000 is all. 105, 105. 105, 100 bid, 105,000 lower better now, 5 bid, 5 bid, 5. I was going to get on 105,000, I was going to get on 105, Mike. Good 105, I was going to get now 5, now 5, I was wrong answer, now 5, I was now 105, and now 5, I was going to get on 105, 105, 105, 105, 105, I was going to get on 105. 100 bid, 105. 100 bid, $105,000. Now 105. I'm going to get on 105. 100 bid, 105. 100 bid, 105,000. 105,000. 105,000. 105,000 is all. 100 bid, 105 now. I'm going to get 105. 105. I'm going to get 105,000 now. 5. I'm going to
Really trying to get more for this truck for some reason.
105. 100 bid, 105. 105 pounds, 105, 105,000 tall. 105, 105,000. I'm going to get on 5. Good 5. I'm going to get on 5. Good 5. And I have close bid, 100 pounds. Close bid.
Okay, so that one didn't sell. I think the reason the auctioneer was taking so long was it was real close to reserve price. And he didn't want to close it because he thought he might hit the reserve.
2,500.
When you watch this on TV, it looks like there's a whole bunch of cameras focusing on the car as it crosses the block. It's one camera. Pretty exotic rig. Huge boom, operated by one guy. And you'll watch as the car gets closer to him as it crosses the auction block. It just swings the boom around. It gets within a foot of the car.
105, 110, I'm going to get on 105, 110. At 105, 110, I'm going to get 110, 110, 110, 110. Hit 105, hit 110,000. I'm going to get 105, 110. Here we go. Hit 105, 110,000, 110. I'm going to get 105 here. Going to be 110 out there. Hit 105, 110. I have the last call. 105, 110. I'm going to get 110. Hit 105, 110. I have 110. Got on line 115.
See how close he's getting to it.
115, 117, 5. What? Now 120. Now 120. Now 120. Now 120. 117, 5, 120. I'm going to get on 20. Now 20. Now 25. Hit 122, 5. 122, 5. 122, 5. Reserves off. 122, 5. 120 bid. 122, 5. I'm going to get 120. 122, 5.
This is 70 Cuda that's up right now. It's already at 120,000.
Sold 120,000. Sold 120. Tim Phillips, thank you.
F-106 is 66 Corvette Coupe. Date correct. Elkins 36
And then
427.
the camera goes back to
4-speed.
film the
It
next
has
car.
been restored.
All with
Classy
one
traction
camera,
variant,
that
factory
TV
air
feed is
knockoff
the same.
wheels. Even the factory air conditioning Daytona replica. Got a 5-liter Cobra, 6-speed manual, finished in blue with the black interior.
In a sea of
First
Radical
shifter with
cars,
Carroll
this is
shift knob, air,
Radical
center
car.
console, no reserve.
This Cobra's got a polished aluminum body. It went for around 215. All right, we have a Hemi Cuda convertible here. 1 of 14. It's already at 750,000.
got a little pal. Hit one, I'm gonna give it a little bit. I'm gonna two leg, one bit. I'm gonna give it a 2-1 here. And one bit, I'm gonna give it there. I'm gonna little one. And one bit, I'm gonna give it a 2 bit. I'm gonna give it a 2-1 here. I'm gonna give it a little last call. And I'm one. And one bit, I'm gonna give it a little bit. I'm gonna 2 bit. I'm gonna give it a little one. I'm gonna 2 million here. 2,100,000 pounds of bid. And I'm one here. I'm gonna give it a little one. I'm gonna give it a little here. I'm gonna give it a little one. Now 2-1. Now 2-2. 2,000,002, Zach. 2-2. 2-2 bid. 2-1. 2-2.
Two people in here that really want this car.
2-2. I'm gonna last call. 9 2-1-2. Close to 2-1. Close to $2,100,000.
It didn't sell. 2,100,000. It didn't sell.
Plymouth Cuda Convertible. One of 12 6-barrel automatic Cuda convertibles produced in 71. 21,000 miles. Documented with the original broadcast sheet. Extensive restoration. Got a 446-barrel automatic transmission. Super track pack. Bright red.
71
Black convertible
Cuda.
top. From the Shop Collection.
Estimated to go about $1 million.
Cuda Convertible.
He wants this one. I'm not getting it. I'm getting $2 million. I'm getting it. I'm getting $1 million. $1 million. $1 million. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Upon here, 500,000. 500. 500,000. And now 5 here. I'm getting it. 5 here. 600,000. And 5 here. I'm getting it. 600. And 7 I'm getting 6 here. I'm getting it. 70 million. And then I'm getting 100,000. I'm getting it. 700,000. 800,000. Again, I'm getting it. 7 million. I'm getting it. 800,000. 800,000. I'm getting it.
That's the no sale leaving. The 71's better. I think the grow is nicer.
Tracks. 850, sir. 8's the bid. 850. 850. And I'm getting rid of it. Go 15. I'm getting rid of it. 850. 900,000. Now 9. Now 9, sir. Now 9. Now 950. I'm getting up 950 bid. 950. Up there 9.5.
Couple of people in here want this one too. Different people than bidding on the 7.
9 bid, you want to get 925. Yes or no? 925,000 a bid. 9 bid, 925. 925 here, not getting yes, sir. Not getting 925. 9 bid, not getting 925. 925 up here, 9 close up here, 900. Close at $900,000 worth.
That one did not sell.
F-138 coming down the
At
line.
900,000.
1970 Plymouth Cuda Convertible. One of only 29 factory V-code Cuda convertibles built in 1970. Got a 446 barrel engine, torque line automatic, high impact, limelight metallic color, black convertible top and interior, bucket seat center console, Ripley instrument cluster, slapstick shifter, power convertible top.
See, the staging area is getting a little more empty as the day goes on. This area you have some vendors. This looks like repro stuff. Not really into the repro thing. That's an interesting one. There's a row of Chevelles here. All of them are going up for no reserve. One after the other. The line just keeps on going. These Chevelles.
So how did you meet Randall?
I had an F-150 1995, was it?
That's pretty close.
And I could not figure out why it kept leaking antifreeze. And I'd taken it to different guys, and I went through everything, and I frustrated. Just did all this stuff like you do, right? Change the water pump, change the gas, change the inlet to the thermostat. You know, I did everything. He comes over, or a buddy of mine, Jeff, right? Jeff said, well, I got a guy. He'll figure it out. And so he came over, and in 5 minutes, he said, oh, that's the year they ran the coolant line into the power steering box and then out like that. And I said, really? And then I said, come here, I want to show you something. I opened up my wife calls it my garage, my home. Anyway, I opened up the door to the garage, and he goes, oh, wow, I think I'm going to like it here. And he hasn't left since. We've been buddies ever since.
Man, that's awesome.
It was a couple years ago.
That's a great
So,
story.
Yeah, it was fun.
Well, it was awesome seeing you guys here.
Yeah.
Great to meet you.
Good luck on your trip. I'll exchange contact
Yeah,
info with you. I'd love to stay in touch. Yeah.
Good.
Great.
Yeah, because you never know when I run. People now call me all the time, say, "Hey, I got this," and there's sometimes I just don't have an appetite.
And call me.
Then I'm going to call you.
Yes.
And say,
Yes.
whatever,
Yeah.
especially if you're going to retire.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And I would have done it a long time ago if I realized how much fun I was going to have after I did. It's awesome. You're
Awesome.
going to love it.
All right. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Signing
See ya.
off.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Hey, everybody. So we're back. Back a little sooner than I expected. You'll notice in the last part of the video that I meet these great guys, Kent and Randall. We were walking across the parking area to leave for the day, and we saw these two guys working on this 73 Mopar. And it was Kent and Randall, and we started talking to them, and they're from the Nashville area as well. So unbelievable coincidence with the thousands of people that were there. So we talked for them for a while, and our airline contacted us and recommended that we come home a day early. There was snow heading into Nashville, and they recommended we do that. Well, when an airline recommends to me to come home early, I do that. So unfortunately, that was our last time at the auction. So it kind of cut the trip short a bit, cut the auction experience short. But I hope that I still gave you a pretty good view of what was happening there. So should you go? Is it worth it? You get a good idea looking at the video whether it's worth it to you or not, but here's some things for me. I say absolutely do it. If you don't do the one in Kissimmee, there's one in Glendale, Arizona. There's one in Tennessee, I think in Knoxville. There's one in Dallas. There's quite a few. And they probably are not as crazy as this one. But set some expectations. The auction itself is run very well. It's very clear that Mecum knows what they're doing. They've been doing it a long time, and it's run really well. But the customer experience is not that great. And I say this from experience. I was there. I was a customer. There's a lot of confusing things going on. There's not enough signs to show you where to go. The food isn't that great. What else? The passes, the gold passes that I had, they cost a lot of money. I sprung for them, and it wasn't worth it. They were clearly oversold. You're supposed to get special seating and all that, and you just couldn't do it. There was no room. There were just too many people with those gold passes, particularly on Friday. And I'm sure Saturday was even worse. There were just too many people there with those gold passes. So not worth it, so don't do that. The prices of the cars were insane. So if you're going there to buy a car, probably not going to work out. However, I was there the second week, and it's a 2-week show. So the first week, there may very well have been better deals. So that could be, but otherwise the prices were really nuts. So my view on it is to check it out. It's worth it. Not everything's perfect in anything that we do in this life, so check it out. I hope that this video was helpful for you in helping you decide whether or not you want to go, and even if you're not even thinking about it, if it was entertaining for you to see what one of these things is like. I've got lots more videos coming of rescues, of repairs. I'm going to finish off the F100 and all kinds of stuff. So if you haven't, please subscribe. I'd appreciate that. And I'll see you on the road.